When you're working with variables in a database, you'll notice the way that they work is they are declared and perhaps assigned a value. Now, you can get an error message if you're using an older version of SQL, like 2005, if you immediately assign a value. But normally this variable should execute. However, if you try to go through and execute another section like this, you get an error message. The reason for that is the variable start date on 76 is no longer in scope. In other words, you can no longer access it. You see, as soon as you run the code, it gets placed into memory and then utilized and then removed. It gets removed out of memory as soon as the code stops running. This is referred to as a batch of one or more SQL statements. So the trick is you have to run the statements that declare the variables and use them at the same time. And this, of course, would mean that if I start using something like a while loop, or any time where I go through and use a reference that, I would definitely have to go through and run everything from the declaration all the way to the part that ends creating that. In fact, in this example, it has to run all the way from the start to the finish. Hopefully that helps to understand how you use a variable in a batch, and hopefully that will make some sense to those who are having problems.